The Hong Kong Red Cross Blood Transfusion Service was a volunteer, non-remunerated blood donations program launched by the Red Cross in 1952. It is the only public institution providing blood to all hospitals. Some mobile donations vehicles and mobile donation service based on the schedule. People can choose from the websites to see which pay is convenient to them. Here is the blood donation service blueprint. We will talk about the detail later. We can first make an appointment online. Choose the date and the time. And we can see the schedule details. When we arrived at the donor center, the nurse greeted us and asked if we have made an appointment online. Since one of us has not made an appointment, he needs to take a ticket from the ticket machines in the public area. The nurse then gave him a registration form and asked him to fill it out. He sat down in the waiting areas, completed the forms, and waited for his number to be called. Once his number was called, he returned the registration form to the nurse and proceeded to the testing rooms for meetings and a hemoglobin test. The nurse used a test machine to check his hemoglobin level was within the normal range. After the testing, our groupmate went to the nurse rooms. The nurse checked his blood pressures, provided him with the hemoglobin test results, explained to him, and assessed if he was suitable to donate blood. Then the nurse escorted our groupmate to the donation room, confirmed his name, and assessed with the donation process. There were prepared blood bags and test tube for the donation. Finally, our groupmate went to the resting area. There are snacks and energy drinks were available to him to replenish his energy.
Next, I'm going to share about the string of the search and operation process. The Red Cross use the Pokayoke to prevent some potential error. They can prevent tax errors and treatment errors. For example, senior and experienced nurse supervise the training work seriously to make sure that there is no mistake and correct procedure. In addition, in the treatment era, the nurse use a friendly and reassuring tone. For example, keeping relaxed, do not be too nervous, and asking how the donor feels. It leads to keeping a positive feeling by the donors as well as understanding their feeling, also minimizing the chance of treatment error. Besides, using a first-in, first-out order for appointment reduces tax errors and guarantees smooth operation. Donors receive an appointment number that is stored on the screen along with clear direction on what to do next, including going to the bleeding area, interview room, or HB screening service. By doing so, the organization can reduce the possibility of error and delay in the provision of blood component. By ensure that blood components are used properly, this strategy reduces waste and maximizes resource use.
The potential fail point is the management of human flow during blood donation at the Red Cross. The combination of on reservation and walk-in donors leads to uncertain demand and increased waiting times. With fixed staff numbers, increased demand and limited space and resources, coupled with prolonged donation procedures and mandatory rest period, can result in overcrowding when the number of donors exceeds the center's capacity. Another fail point is the random ticket number drawing system used by the Hong Kong Red Cross. It introduced uncertainty in the waiting time, making donors feel it's longer than expected. It also caused confusion as donors may worry about missing their numbers, being called or leave prematurely. This wastes time and resources for both donors and the organization.
For recommendation, based on the fail point one, you can use the appointment-based system. Encourage the donor to book online to increase the proportion of online booking, which is easier to estimate human flow. Second, we can use pre-scanning and triaging. Provide the health statement 1 day before. Therefore, Red Cross to identify the unsuitable donor before they arrive. Third, we can adjust the human resources. Using the coding model to find the optimal service capacity. Based on result, we can adjust the human resources. For example, we can increase the service rate to reduce the overcrowding. So for the second fail point, ascending number distribution should be used. The ticket number should be given in order. Therefore, donor can estimate the waiting time. Note that waited is feeling shorter than the uncertain rate. Therefore, we can reduce the loss of donor. Second, we can use the real-time coding management. We can print the estimate time on the ticket and provide the real-time update on the waiting area. We can reduce uncertainty on time. Third, we can let the customer to be busy. We can provide the information form before the blood testing. So occupate waiting time is feeling shorter than the waiting time.